All right, that's Chuck Dean and Northern Lights. Let's hear it for him again. Doing a great job, as always.
I play an old guitar from 9 till 1:30. I'm just trying to make a living, watching everybody else having fun. Well, I don't miss much if it happens on the dance hall floor. Mercy, look what just walked through that door. Well, I said, hey, good L-2-O-P-P-L-E. I'll get the words in a minute. I spell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Hey! Well, my mama was a baby when my papa hit the skids. My mama had a time of trying to raise 9 kids. She taught her not to take was even for light. She taught me not to be able to raise me right, but my mama never told me about nothing like a Y-O-U. Well, I guess your mama must have been another good-looking mama, too. Well, I said, hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. I spell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Hey! Tito! Well, you're a sexy talking, dirty talking, sexy talking lady. The men are gonna love you and the women gonna hate you. Reminding them of everything they're never gonna be. And maybe in the beginning of the World War III, but mama never devil does the world like a Y-O-U. I bet your mama must have been a good-looking honey, too. Well, I said, hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. I spell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I said, hey. 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 Well, I spell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Statues without heart, stones with no feeling, playing out a part, never meaning what they say. Statues without heart, stones with no feeling. That's what we'll become if we let love get away. Now you tell me it's easy to love me. Well, it's easy for me to love you. But sometimes love that's easily taken is easily taken for granted too. Now I'm gonna love you and take care of you, for you're my one and only one. I'll do everything in my power to see that we never become statues without hearts, songs with no feeling, playing out a part, never meaning what we say. Statues without hearts, stones with no feeling. That's what we'll become if we let love get away. That's what we'll become if we let love get away. Statues without heart. Start out easy, taking it slow. Once you get started, you don't know where love will go. You keep on going even though you see the sign, still believing that you won't go wrong this time. So you fall in love and it picks you up and it takes your heart for a ride. After too many bad roads, it's heartbroken, fool knows that love can mess with your mind. But love can't stop on a dime. Next thing you know, going too fast. You do anything to try to make it last. You keep on going even though you see the sign. Still believing that it won't go wrong this time. So you fall in love and it picks you up and it takes your heart for a ride. After too many bad roads, it's heartbroken, who knows that love can mess with your mind. But love can't stop on a dime. Wow. Now it's over, said and done. Just another love you thought would be the one. You don't like where you're going, but you don't like where you've been. Still believing that it won't go wrong again. So you fall in love and it picks you up and it takes your heart for a ride. After too many bad roads, it's heartbroken, who knows that love can mess with your mind. But love can't stop on a dime. Love can stop on a dime. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you and good afternoon. You got to help us out now. Norma's going to do one that's called that old Queen of Memphis. Come on, that's it. Get a clap. Go again. Hold it. Wait. Stop clapping. What this does, ladies, it improves your breasts, and men, you just clap your knees together and hold. Okay, sit down, girls. You've been improved enough now. You're making the room look shabby. What do you say? Now you can help us out. There we go. Everybody now, you got to help. I saw stars dancing on the water. I heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. The night I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. Hitchhiked up from Memphis, a young boy in my prime. Thought that big old city could heal my Georgia mind. Just about 1 hour, I met this southern girl. Said they called me the Queen of Memphis, and she took me around the world. I saw stars dancing on the water. I heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. Tonight I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. Told me things I'd never seen right there on that farm. Set my soul on fire, she fulfilled all my dreams. My boy became a man that night in the arms of the Memphis Queen. I saw stars dancing on the water. I heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. Tonight I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. Just like that old man river, she goes flowing through my mind. I know I won't forget her, but she was one of a kind. I saw stars dancing on the water. Heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. Tonight I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. I'm still in love with the Queen of Memphis. Thank you. trashy side. Well, I was raised up in sophisticated kind of style, but my taste in music and women drove my folks half wild. Mom and Dad had a plan for me. It was debutantes and symphonies, but I like my music hot, not like you women wild. Well, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Yeah, too much lipstick and too much rouge gets me excited, leave me feeling confused. Yeah, but I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheech, Norm Lester, Guy Halfaker, Miss Lips and Miss Hips. Wait! Yeah! There's Miss Hips. There's Miss Lips. Well, you should have seen the looks on the faces of my dad and mom when I showed up at the door with my dates for the senior prom. They said, partner, son, but she ain't no kid. That's a cocktail waitress in a Dolly Parton wig. And I said, I know it, Dad. Ain't she cool? That's the kind I dig. Well, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Well, too much lipstick and too much rouge gets me excited, leaves me feeling confused. Yeah, but I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Here we go. Sweet, I like them with a heart of gold. Yeah, I like them brassy, I like them brazen and bold. Some folks say that I'm the track, but I don't agree. I want my women just as tacky as me, and I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Yeah, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. That looks good on you. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Yeah, too much lipstick and too much rouge gets me excited, leave me feeling confused. Yeah, but I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Well, I like my women and I like them on the trashy side. Ooh, yeah. Miss Lips and Miss Hips. Thank you, darlings. Yes, those are my ex-wives. Couldn't pay support anymore, so I just put them to work. I see the questions in your eyes. I know what's weighing on your mind, but you can be sure I know my part. And I stand beside you through the years. You'll only cry those happy tears. And though I make mistakes, I'll never break your heart. I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. I swear, like the shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. For better or worse, the shadow that's by your side. I'll be there. For better or worse, till death do us part. I love you with every beat of my heart. I swear. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. I swear, like a shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. For better or worse, till death do us part. I love you with every beat of my heart. I swear. I swear. All right. Now we've got a special guest artist. We normally don't have sit-ins, as I said before, but there's only one guy in the world that we'd ever permit this with. Simply because he wants to take over the band and take us on the road with him and go down to Noblesville or somewhere and record a couple of songs. And we're going to introduce him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, make welcome your auctioneer for the day, Mr. Bobby Mack. Thank you, Chuck. Cowboys ain't easy to love. They're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds and gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's. Each night brings a new day. You don't understand him and he don't die young. He'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Never stay home, they always alone, even with someone they love. Wait! Cowboys like dirty old pool rooms in clear mountain morning. Little warm puppies, children, girls, night. Them that don't know him won't like him. Them do sometimes won't know how to take him. Ain't wrong, he's just different. His pride, where's my hair, Lynn? Changed to make you think it's right. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Waylon, they'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Julio! Where's Julio? Yeah, we should have done that. Thank you. This guy does Julio like
you wouldn't believe. Why, yeah, why not? There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his ma. She told him that he should go to school. He'd slip away in the afternoon, take a little walk, and pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd stand and listen carefully, and soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. Said, oh my, it's do or die, I gotta learn that auction cry, gotta make my mark and be an auctioneer. Well, will you buy a bit of that, will you bid a 30, will you give me 30, make it 30, he'll bid a 30, not a $35, will you bid a $40 bid. Got a $40 bid, now will you bid a 50, you'll give me 50, make it 50, he'll bid a 50, not a so let hog for the $55 bid. Take a little, Gene. As time went by, he did his best and all he didn't just practice calling it both night and day. All would find him behind the barn working up one heck of a storm trying to imitate that auctioneer. His pa said, son, we just can't stand to have no mediocre man selling things at auction and using our good name. I'll send you off to auction school and you will be nobody's fooling and you can take your place among the fair. Well, 25 minutes now, will you get a 30, will you give me 30, make it 30, he'll get a 30, not a $30, who'll get a $40 bill. Got a $40 bid now, will you get a 50, will you give me 50, make it 50, he'll get a 50, now so let hog for the $55 bid. Now from this boy who went to school, there came a man who played it cool. I came back home a full-fledged auctioneer. And the folks, they come from miles around to hear him lay that beautiful sound and fill their hearts with such a happy cheer. His things right out from shore to shore, he had all he could do and more. Had to buy an aeroplane to get around. He's the best in all the landless paws, and give that man a hand. He's the best of the cowboy auctioneer. Well, we got $30, will you get a 30, will you give me 30, 30, 30, not $35, who'll get a $40 bill. Got a $40 bill now, will you get a 50, will you give me 50, make it 50, he'll get a 50, now sold it all for a $55 bill. Well, we got $30 now, will you get a 30, will you give me 30, make it 30, he'll get a 30, not $35, who'll get a $40 bill. Got a $40 bill now, will you get a 50, you'll give me 50, make it 50, he'll get a 50, now sold that hog for a $55 bill. Oh, well, I sold that hog for 50 all the way dollar bill. Hey, I sold that hog for $50 bill. All right. Woo. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the most beautiful song I ever sing. And I love it. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I say it clear, I state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each chartered course, each careful step along the byway, oh, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bid all more than I could chew, but to hit all when there were doubts, I ate it up think I did all that, and may I say not in a shy way, oh, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels. Now the words of one who kneels, the record shows I took the blows and did it my way. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
Bobby Mack, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Chuck. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, one, would you just do me one big favor before I leave the bandstand? Because I've got to leave in a few minutes. Would you please accept my apology for the auctioning up here a while ago? I'm not an auctioneer. I just got a loud mouth and a lot of guts.
I thought he auctioned pretty
Okay.
good.
So, but thank you for bearing with me. Thank you,
$20
Chuck.
bid and a little bit, 25, 25,
Don't give up your day gig. Chuck, thank you so very much for allowing me to sit in with your band. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Excellent. We got to do one more song. I got a feature tune. What's your last name now, hon? You had so many. Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, here's my buddy June Jackson going to help me out.
Well, said I was on a rock top now down in the Tennessee hills. There ain't no smoky smoke on rock top. There ain't no telephone bill. One star-headed guy on rock top, now half beer, the other half can. Wild as a meek but sweet as soda pop, now I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Oh Once two strangers climbed a rocket up, now we're looking for the moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from rocket up, now looking that they never will. Corn won't grow at all on rock top, 'cause dirt's too rocky by far. That's why all the folks on rock top, they get their corn from John. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Yeah, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Oh yeah! Well, I've had years of cracked up city life, now trapped like a duck in a pond. All I know is ain't the city life can't be simple again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Oh, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Oh, no. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. I said now Rocky
June Jackson. Now, this is going to take about 2 seconds. Now there once was a feller named Willard McBain. He only had just one thought on his brain. Every night about midnight he'd slip off alone and call the same lady on the paid telephone. It's me again, Margaret. Hello, is this Margaret? Oh, you don't know me, Margaret, but I know you. Well, this upset the lady and gave her the blues. So she called up the police, said, what shall I do? Well, the chief of detectives slipped round to her home, and he's dropped upon them on her upstairs phone. It's me again, Margaret. It's just Margaret. I know it's you, Margaret. Are you naked? So they called up Ma Bell, and they traced him on down to this funky old phone booth on the outskirts of town. It was there that the police with binoculars read the lips of this amorous man as he said, it's me again, Margaret. Oh, hello, is this Margaret? I know it's you, Margaret. You want to hear me bark like Rin Tin Tin? But you can't guess what I'm a-doing. So they cuffed him and they dragged him to the station downtown. But they allowed him one phone call for the jailer came round. Well, he licked his chapped lips and he cleared his young throat. He dialed the telephone and softly he spoke. It's a long distance call. It's me again, Margaret. Oh, they got me, Margaret. They got me. But Margaret, I know you ain't gonna miss me. But I know that. But you know what, Margaret? I'll miss you. Margaret, when I get me out of here, I'm gonna come over there with a weed eater. Yeah, and a live chicken. And some Cool Whip. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston. Houston means the last day of the tour is through. Baby, you and God in heaven above know I love what I do. For the living I do. Honey, Houston. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Playing in the world's biggest rodeo was a big time for me and these guys. But when I'm away from my honey, time almost never flies. Living alone in a holiday hotel sure makes a cowboy blue. But one day closer to you. Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston, Houston means the last day the tour is through. Baby, you and God in heaven above know I love what I do for the living I do. Honey, Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston, Houston means the last day the tour is through. Honey, you and God in heaven above know I love what I do for the living I do. Honey, Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. We got two more. Thank you. We got two more songs to do. Got two more songs to do. Now, you men out there, you men, every one of you, I mean without exception, men, boys, itty bitty boys.
Me too.
You, yeah, you, especially you. Especially you.
That's me too.
Me, I could get mad real quick. Guy, straighten up. Now, you'll know when to come in, and you'll know what to say.
What do you say?
I'll tell you.
Oh.
Just play the song. This is the story of all mankind. I'm telling you. I ain't lying.
2, 3, 4.
Gene can relate to this. I came in as the sun came up. She glared at me over her coffee cup. She said, where you been? So I thought real hard. I said, I've been asleep without a hammock in the yard. She said, you don't know it, boy, but you just blew it. And I said, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. Oh, that's my story. Well, I ain't got a witness, and I can't prove it. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I got the deer in the headlight look. She read my face like a cover on a book. She said, don't expect me to believe all that static. Well, just last week I threw that hammock in the attic. My skin got so thin you can read right through it. And I stuttered, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story.
That's my story.
That's my story.
That's my story.
Well, I ain't got a witness, and I can't prove it. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All you... Now there comes a time when a wise man knows that the best thing that he can do is just look her in the eyes and beg for mercy and face the bitter truth. Pardon me, the boy played cards all night. There was no hanky-panky, not no woman in sight. Why, I know I should have called, darling, and I'm real sorry. We'll get a say on the phone, and you won't have to worry. Oh, you know I love you, darling, and I'm ready to prove it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story.
That's my story.
Oh, that's my story.
That's my story.
But I ain't got a witness, and I can't prove it. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it all. I ain't doing a thing, darling, unless you approve it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. On behalf of Tommy Lamb and all the great, wonderful musicians and fine people here, dedicate this song to you and our land. If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Everybody join hands all around the room. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, from New York to LA, there is pride in every American's heart, and it's time we stand and say, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the ones who died and gave that right to me, and I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Norm Lester. He ain't done nothing all day. I was trying my best to get out of it. You got to have an ace in the hole. A little secret nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play. Gotta save something for a rainy day. You gotta learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You gotta have an ace in the hole. When you're walking down a one-way street, be sure that's the way you want to go. And money and love and all the above, have a little more than what you show. When life deals out a surprise, have a few surprises of your own. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you gotta have an ace in the hole. You got to have an ace in the hole. A little secret nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play. Gotta save something for a rainy day. Well, you gotta learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You gotta have an ace in the hole. I pick some. You got to have an ace in the hole. A little secret nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play. You gotta save something for a rainy day. You gotta learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You gotta have an ace in the hole. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you gotta have an ace in the hole. You make my eyes run over all the time. You're not happy till I'm out of my mind. You don't want me, but you won't let me be. Don't you ever get tired of hurting me. You must think I look bad with a smile, for you haven't let me wear one in such a long, long while. Still I keep running back. Why must this be? Don't you ever get tired of hurting me? Mr. Gene Jenks on the guitar. You must think I look bad with a smile, for you haven't let me wear one in such a long, long while. Still I keep running back. Why must this be? Don't you ever get tired of hurting me? Don't you ever get tired of hurting me? Thank you, we appreciate it. Great Gene writing that little thing called Ruby.
I'll set you in the shade with a shovel in his spade. I'm digging in them brown gold mines. Oh, Ruby. Ruby, how are you mad, your man? Roy Clark's ass. I've done all I do to get along with you,
Fool around with you.
till you're not satisfied.
Oh,
Ruby, Ruby,
how are you mad,
your man? If you don't leave them wrong, just follow me tonight. I'll take you to my shanty so cold. Oh, Ruby, Ruby, honey, are you mad as your man? Honey, are you mad as